Alright, I'm working on a 2004 Dodge Neon SRT-4. It's part of my video series. A lot of information about, or a lot of questions I should say, about the bolts that hold the front bracket on to in front of the timing belt cover. Anyway, so let me just explain a little bit what I've done. Yes, the engine is jacked up a good bit. It has access to the left bolt. The right bolt I've already removed. That was pretty easy to do while the shortly after I removed the through bolt, which is where all the rust is at, and then the lower bolt. And the manual says that you have to remove the clip on the back side of the AC compressor, which I did. It also says that you have to disconnect the exhaust from the exhaust manifold, and that has been done as well. As you can imagine, exhaust bolts are awfully rusty, but a few extensions and a 13mm socket and a good 1/2-inch torque wrench, and was able to get them loose fairly easily. The top bolt was the trickiest. You have to run a long extension, maybe you've got a 3-foot or a combination of extensions along the top of the exhaust between the catalytic converter and the heat shield, and then you can get out there and get to that bolt as well. So, and then once you do that, the manual says to jack up the engine, which I've done. And yes, there's some videos out there that say you have to jack the engine up a ridiculous amount, which is totally true. If for whatever reason you're removing that mount though, you also have to, the manual says, remove the engine from the vehicle. So if you're at that point, your car is 14 years old like mine is, and you're going to do a whole bunch of stuff to it, yeah, there's another video out there that says just remove the whole engine. And yeah, if you got a lift and you want to drop the whole engine and transmission all in one shot, that's not a complicated task to do. Number of hoses and whatnot, and then you're good to go. And it would make working on this thing probably 1,000 times easier and 1,000 times quicker. But I don't have a lift. I'm doing this all in my garage. Maybe someday I'll be fortunate enough to get a lift. But anyway, so that's a little bit of discussion about that. Once I get those bolts out, the bracket will come out, and I'll be able to get access to the timing covers and all that good stuff, and it'll be a pretty simple job at that point. So there's an update. I'll give you another one in a little while.